Hey everyone, it's Angela with Mystic Moon, bringing you guys a pick a card reading. So as usual, I'll go ahead and put the timestamps in the description box below. And I'm going to shuffle everything on camera first. So if you guys are interested in hearing what I'm using, I will go ahead and announce what I'm using as I shuffle. But I'll also put that in the description box below. Everything that I'm using here today is by Colette Baron-Reid, just so you guys know. The cats didn't want to move, so rather than moving them and putting up my little box to prop the cards against, I just decided to leave them here. So it looks a little messy. I apologize, but it's not going to affect the messages. So what I want to do is I want to use Colette Baron-Reid's newest deck, which is called the Goddess Power the Goddess Power Oracle cards. It's these cards right here, and I'm just going to get the topic. Okay, so what this means is we're really going to focus on where your energy is at currently. Is it in a positive place? Is it in a, super high vibrational place? Are there some challenges? So where our energy lies has a lot to do with what we are experiencing and what we are attracting. So we're just going to basically check in with spirit to see where our vibration lies and what we are attracting to our lives because of it. So just what our energy, kind of like an energy check-in with ourselves, okay? So let's go ahead and get into it. Like I said, Goddess Power Oracle. Let's get some cards here. So let's see. Let's say that this is number one here. Well, not let's say it is number one. I don't know why I said that. Number two. Indy's ears getting tickled here. And number three. Okay. So you guys want to take a look at those before we get started. 1, 2, or 3. Okay. So let's get into the reading. So I'm going to take these and put these aside. All right, so if you chose number 1, let's go ahead and get the goddess. We have Danu, and I might not be saying some of these correctly, so pardon my pronunciation, but it's assurance. So this is an energy here where maybe we need some sort of assurance or reassurance in ourselves or from other people or in a situation. So let's go ahead and get some more information on what this is. So we're going to tap into the Good Tarot here. We're going to draw 3 cards. We have the Emperor. So to me, this tells me immediately that we may need some sort of masculine assurance. We may need some sort of assurance from a masculine in our lives. And we have the 7 of Fire, which is the 7 of Wands energy. What I'm getting here immediately, you guys, is that if you chose number 1, if you're resonating with this particular message, you want an Emperor, a masculine, to fight for you. 7 of Fire, 7 of Wands energy is a card of fighting for something, okay? And you need assurance that somebody cares or that somebody is putting in the effort into a connection, perhaps. This may not even be romantic. This could be your father. This could be a male figure in your life. This could just be some power person, a boss perhaps, fighting for your right. There's some kind of energy here where you really need this assurance, okay? Could also be an indication too that you right now are very much in your masculine energy, really fighting to assure success. I also am getting that as well. Okay, so this right here is the Knight of Cups. I really feel it's more romantic though for most of you. It's not going to be for everyone, but I feel like the majority of the message here is romantic. You really need someone. So if you're a feminine watching this video, you might need a masculine person or energy in your life to really fight in order to offer you this cup of love, because that's what the Knight of Cups is. It's literally your emotions. It's your cup of love. Show me that you care. Reassure me that you want this. Reassure me that this is important to you, that you want to fight for this. So this energy is coming through as being in your energy field, is that you really, really need this at this particular time. So why don't we go ahead and get more information on this? Let's see what else we need to know. What else do we need to know here? This right here is called the Enchanted Map Oracle cards. What else do we need to know? Yeah, stuck in the mud. Okay, this is very interesting. This is telling me here that somebody is not offering or delivering. Somebody is kind of dragging their feet. They're stuck in the mud. And you're sitting here going, You know what? You need to show up. You need to make some sort of effort here. I can't wait forever. I can't wait for you to fight for this. If you're either going to fight for it and offer something or you're not. So this energy here means that we're waiting on something. We need somebody to prove it. We need somebody to show us their love or show us that they care. So let's get some more messages here. Milk and honey. This is about happiness. This is about having it all. It's about this pot of honey at the end of the rainbow. The thing is, I'm picking up on that there's so much potential. There's so much potential for this to happen. You see it. But this other person that perhaps you're waiting on just isn't bringing it. They're not bringing it to the table is what I'm also getting. They're stuck in the mud. They're dragging their feet. They're taking a long time. They're taking forever. Or they have a funny way of showing that they care. So let's go ahead and get some advice from Spirit in regards to this need for you to have this person show up for you. Okay, this is what we got. We have the Keeper of the Scales, fairness and balanced. So this is an energy here of getting out of this energy of needing this, okay? Getting really balanced in your own energy. Allowing something to just basically balance out. It doesn't mean you're waiting forever for this person because you have to make a decision that's based on your own needs and your own desires. But what I'm picking up on more than anything is that if you're putting all of your eggs and all of your stuff and your energy into this particular basket and this person isn't showing up and they're not making a move, you've got to make a fair and balanced decision for yourself in your life. So it's about figuring it out. What are you going to do? Can you be in this energy forever? You probably don't want to be in this energy forever. You need to see some sort of action. You need to see that this person is actually maybe feeling the same way as you or wants the same things as you. And if they're non-action, like they're just taking non-action, that might be speaking volumes and you have to pay attention. So what's the last message here for people that chose number 1? Well, these two want to come out together, so I'm going to take them. Act as if, chameleon spirit, and be generous of spirit, lion spirit. Okay, so something specific may come through for some of you. Some of you might be dealing with a Leo, okay, perhaps. There's also the energy of Aries here as well. There's also water sign individuals too, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. But these signs don't have to, be specific. This is just the energy. But what I'm picking up on here, somebody needs to be generous. Somebody needs to be more generous. Somebody needs to act in more generous ways. That's what I'm picking up on. So they're either holding themselves back from you or they're offering this milk and honey. So it's your job to make a decision and not wait on this person to basically assure you that they care. What I'm getting is that their actions are speaking louder than words. So if they're just saying all the right things, but they're not delivering, you do need to make a balanced and just decision to basically, maybe disconnect or walk away or no longer wait for this person to basically deliver to you this happiness that you're looking for. So I feel with this energy of assurance, we need something from someone else. And that's not the greatest energy to be in, because when we're in an energy where we need somebody else to deliver our happiness to us, or we'll do this when, we might be waiting around for a very long time. We're stuck in this energy field that we can't shift out of and change. So what I'm getting here is that we need to break away. We need to act like the lion here. Where's the lion? Oh, here it is. Sorry. We need to act courageous like the lion. And act as if, meaning we've got to move forward and we need to act as if this is something that has already happened, that our needs have already been met. Why? Because we are meeting our own needs. We're not looking outside of ourselves to have our needs met. We are supplying everything that we need. We have our own milk and honey to tap into. We don't need it from this person. Boy, would it be nice, but we don't need it. So if you're in this energy of needing something from someone else to fulfill your needs or to fulfill your cup, I'm getting here that you might be doing yourself a disservice. You might be stuck in the mud yourself and you need to pull yourself out of that energy. So this is a kind of a kick in the ass message for some of you that are waiting around for Prince Charming to show up, or you're waiting for a specific person to get their head out of their ass. It's saying you're going to pull yourself out. You're going to pull your head out of your ass, and you're going to pull just this whole situation out of the ass. I don't know why I'm saying that, but you're no longer going to be in that energy. You're going towards milk and honey, baby. And it's because you're choosing your own energy. You're choosing your own self. You're choosing to meet your own needs. And when we show up for ourselves, we attract more milk and honey. And that's what I'm getting as the message for you. So I hope that you guys enjoyed that message without all of that ass talk. All right, let's go ahead and go into number 2. All right, you guys, so if you chose number 2, this is the message. We have Iris, communication, okay? So let's go ahead and see what we have about communication. We're going to go into the Good Tarot. We're going to get 3 cards here. We have the 5 of Fire, which is the 5 of Wands energy. It's a struggle card, competition, problems, struggles, challenges. These two want to come out together. We'll take it. We have another number 5 here. So I definitely get an energy here of hardship, struggles and challenges when it comes to communication. Okay, so something might be blocked. Somebody may be blocking something. The Hierophant is an energy here of like traditions. It's also an energy of, you know, acting a certain way. We might be rigid, or somebody else might be rigid with their belief system. This is really trying our strength and our patience. So as far as signs are concerned, I have a Taurus coming through and a Leo. That doesn't mean anything specific, but if it does, take it. But there's an energy here of struggle because of somebody's rigid belief systems, or somebody trying or needing to do the correct thing. So the Strength card to me is where we're kind of restraining ourselves. So I feel like if you guys are waiting on communication, or you're wanting to communicate, or you're wanting to move things along in a certain area of your life, it's like you're having to tap into your inner compass to feel what's right or wrong. It may be that you're up against a challenge. You're up against a challenge in a situation where you may want to reach out, you may want to communicate, you may want to move things along, but there might be some reason why that's not a good idea. And so you're choosing to rely on your own integrity when it's making this decision. There may be a marriage, perhaps, for some of you. Some of you may be married or in a commitment, or a person that you're dealing with may be in a marriage or a commitment, and it's taking a lot of inner strength and willpower and restraint on your part or their part to make communication or not make communication right now. So, and I'm seeing also too, the 5 of Wands is a card of competition. There could be other people. We're battling out, you know, some kind of like a competition for somebody's affections or somebody's focus at this present time. Somebody could just be stuck right now because of circumstances. So there's something about communication. So let's go ahead and get some more information here. What is some more information? This is the Wisdom of the Oracle. We have the Fates. What I'm getting here is that it's up to fate. It doesn't mean that you just put your arms up in the air and you just say whatever's meant to be is meant to be, but in some sort of way, I'm actually getting that for this particular reading. For those of you that chose number 2, it's really up to the fates, meaning that it's up to the stars. Again, we do have, you know, some sort of control and free will, but fate is fate. You know, whatever's supposed to basically happen is going to frickin' happen. So if we're really pushing for communication, or we're really wanting to hear from somebody, or we really want to reach out to somebody, it's not saying that we can't, but it's saying to rely on your own inner compass and really look to the stars or the heavens for more inner guidance about this situation. Something is a struggle for a reason. I feel like this is temporary, but it is what it is right now, and there's not a lot that we can do about it. All we can really do is just kind of go within and become stronger on our own. Let's get another message here. We have Spark. That's kind of beautiful. So the Spark is an energy here. Maybe some of us are afraid that somehow something is lost its spark, or that there's something that it's been so long since we've communicated, or somebody has reached out to us, or vice versa, that the spark is gone. I'm getting it's not. The spark isn't gone. I'm getting that people are acting a certain way because of their responsibilities, or because they're trying to be respectful, or because they have to do certain things. There's certain viewpoints, traditional viewpoints. Maybe somebody's really involved in their, you know, school. They're really involved in, you know, like a career. And so this is something that is causing them to, you know, not make communication a priority, and you're taking this as they don't care. And what I'm getting here is that there's definitely a spark here. There's more going on with this particular situation than just what you see. That's what the message is. There's more going on than what we are seeing with the situation. So I feel like there's a very like a faded connection with this one, an energy of, you know, maybe a higher soulmate or twin flame perhaps coming through with this particular one. I sense a separation for some of you, or just the communication at this time just might not be that great. And so because of it, it causes us to go into doubt. It causes us to feel like we're losing control. It causes us to feel very struggling, you know, like struggled inside. So yeah, this is for some reason a tough energy, but something is happening to strengthen people's souls. It's like strengthening spirit is what I'm picking up on here. Interesting. So a lot of hardships, but there's a higher reason for it. All right, so what is the advice here? This right here is the wisdom of the hidden realms. What's the advice here? Oh, interesting, you guys. The Lady of Lightning, which talks about surprises, sometimes shock, and a total paradigm shift. Yeah, this is a very powerful situation here. It's bigger than you. It's bigger than just what you see. There's something more going on behind the scenes with this particular situation or person that you're involved with. So I almost feel like you can't really rely on what you're seeing or what you're hearing or not hearing right now. There's some kind of major shifts that are happening in people's lives. That's why the fates are here. Something is up to the divine. Something is up to change, and it might be shocking the way that it all transpires. Maybe you think that you're never going to hear from somebody ever again, and it's just like bam, all of a sudden you're just like, holy shit, I never thought it was going to happen. And it just comes out of nowhere. That's what I'm picking up on. So your energy that you're holding on to, communication, what I'm picking up on, it might be that you guys are not expecting this to ever happen. And so I feel like the advice for you is it's not about wishful thinking, and it's not about hanging on to this hope that maybe, you know, your person will communicate or that you should communicate with them. What I'm picking up on is let it go. Let it go, because something is going to happen the way it's supposed to happen. So you don't have to worry about this, is my point. So if you're really struggling deep down inside, Spirit's telling you to really focus on your own spiritual growth at this time. Become stronger in spirit during this period of either separation or no communication. Really leave it up to the fates and what the fates decide. It doesn't mean that you're not in control, but what I'm getting is that you don't have to try so hard. You can let go a little bit. So if some of you guys are really trying to control a situation or control communication right now, I'm seeing that you can let go for now, because there's something on the horizon that you can't see. It's almost like you're in for a surprise and a total shock of how this is all going to close up or resolve itself. So this right here is the animal, or the spirit animal oracle. Let's get a final message here. Very interesting, number 2. Last message. What do we need to know? Spider spirit. I'm telling you, there's something that's being weaved right now that you're not even going to believe it. Make your dreams real. Like right now, it seems like a freaking dream. Right now, it doesn't even seem real that something is ever going to happen, or something that's ever going to kind of be, that's going to take place, or that's going to resolve itself. I'm getting here that there's some magical thing going on here that you just don't even have any freaking idea about. So it's almost like it's too intense. It's too big for you to wrap your freaking head around. So stop trying. Just be, just live, just let it flow, baby. That's what I'm picking up on. Very magical. So hope you guys enjoyed that message. Let's go ahead and move on into number 3. All right, so if you guys chose number 3, let's go ahead and get the message. We have Caradwin. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but we have potential. Interesting. So let's go ahead and get some messages here. Let's go ahead and get some tarot messages using the good tarot. Something has potential, perhaps. We have the moon. So some of you could be dealing with a Pisces or a Cancer, but the moon just means that things are a little dark right now. We're not able to see clearly, but there's potential. There's some sort of potential in this darkness. There's potential in, wow, look at this, the 9 of air. The 9 of swords is an energy of anxiety. We have 2 9s here. 1 + 8 equals 9. I feel like something is, oh my gosh, That's a 9. 999, you guys. Holy crap. That is meaningful. This tells me that there's something about ready to shift and change in a dramatic way. Something is on the horizon. Some sort of chapter or cycle is about ready to close. We're nearing the end. So this darkness that maybe you have been going through, this anxiety, these fears, these nightmares, it's all serving a purpose. It all brings some sort of potential for the future is the message. And we have the 8 of air. Look at that. So anything that you feel like has been trapping you and causing you to feel like you can't move forward, I'm getting that that's about ready to end. There's some sort of a cycle, because the moon also has to do with cycles too. We're about ready to break through a cycle. There's potential for us to break away from something that is causing us some sort of anxiety or pain. Anything that we've been holding on to that's been very painful, that the opportunity is coming to break the cycle and to basically go through into a new situation or new energy. So the potential is there. So it's not going to do us any good to stay in this energy. I'm getting that this energy is old. If you want new potential, you've got to break out of this old energy. Okay. If you want to attract this potential, you got to let this shit go. You got to let this darkness go. This darkness is just only holding you back, because 9 of air and the moon is about illusions and darkness and kind of feeling like we're lost. 9 of air is total anxiety, just being completely like in a freaking nightmare. And we feel like we just can't even get out of it. And the 8 of air is feeling absolutely trapped, but it's an illusion. We're not trapped. We can get out of that thought process or get out of that energy if we choose it. We can choose our freedom. So what I'm picking up on, you guys, is that you chose number 3. It might just mean that your own mind is working against you. Your own energy at this point is working against your potential for new potential, for healthy new energies to enter into your life. So it's something to think about, okay? So let's go ahead and get another message here. Wisdom of the Oracle. What do we got? Yeah, Yang. Wow. It either has to do with the masculine, or it means that this is an energy that you need to get in, because the moon is very feminine. It could be that now it's time for you. Maybe you've gone through a dark night of the soul. Maybe some of you have really, just kind of meditated and really done a lot of healing and emotional purging. Now it's time to go into this yang energy to bring some new potential into your life. It's time to get into action. It's no longer time to just kind of sit back and just, maybe dwell on things or to just kind of stay receptive. It's time to create something. But this could also be an indication that this has to do with the masculine energy in your life. So you've had to heal something. You've had to go through some sort of almost nightmare with this person or situation. So this is right here, the Enchanted Map Oracle cards. Let's get another message here. We have rescue. Interesting. Okay. What I'm picking up on, you guys, is that some of you, this kind of goes with number 1. So if you guys are resonating with this particular number 3, you might want to go to number 1. We might be waiting on a masculine to come and rescue us from our pain. I'm not saying it's not going to happen, but if we're in this energy, we're stuck. We've got to get out of this energy and create new potential in our lives. We've got to close out a chapter here. That's why the 9s are here. This energy isn't going to serve us anymore. All it's going to do is it's going to keep us stuck like the 8 of Swords energy. We got to get rid of it. This isn't working anymore. We're just literally going through the same cycles and the same motions over and over again, and we're not really breaking any patterns. We're not really getting ahead. We're just kind of staying stuck. So we need to get out of that energy. So let's go ahead and get some advice. This is the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. We have the Dream Walker. We have, it says dreams, the collective good, and illusions. It's not an accident, you guys. We got to get out of this illusion. Okay. There's a time to walk in our dreams, but what I'm getting is that it's a time to pull out of this dream state. It doesn't mean that this dream or this, magical energy that exists perhaps between you and another is an illusion. It just means that walking this path right now isn't really doing you good. It's just actually keeping you stuck. So we've got to break out of this to bring new potential into our life. So the potential to bring something new is here, but we've got to choose it. We've got to choose to break away from this mindset, because the 8 of Swords is a mindset. We're only keeping ourselves trapped because of a particular mindset. We got to break free. Okay. We got to break free of it. So this right here is the Spirit Animal Oracle cards. Let's get one last message. Be here now, hummingbird spirit. When I see the hummingbird, this reminds us of the sweetness in our lives. This reminds us of the good in our lives. Hummingbirds are free-spirited animals. They suckle that honey and they go to the next. So this right here is saying you can be free now, but be here in the present moment. Don't be off in la-la land. This isn't helping you. Be in the here and now in this present moment. There's potential right now in this present moment that you can break free from any illusions or any kind of energy that has been holding you back or not serving you in the most positive, productive way. You can do it. You can change this energy and shift it at any time. The choice is yours. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. A lot of the messages that came through here today for all 1, 2, and 3 were very empowering. This wasn't meant to shame anybody or to make anybody feel crappy. This was really to help you to see that if we all have the power to shift our energy at any given time if we choose to. And when we do that, there's potential to basically break patterns that are holding us back so that way we can move forward in positive ways. All right, you guys, take care. Bye-bye.